praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also, I want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, okay? And shalom to the elect. So I'm going to go ahead and, let's see. Let me get this music started. And I'm going to be in Isaiah 55 through the Spirit. It says, Ho, every one that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that hath no money, come ye buy and eat. Yea, come buy wine and milk without money and without price. Talking about this truth, okay? Wherefore do ye spend money for that is which is not bread, and your labor for that which satisfieth not? Hearken diligently unto me, and eat ye that which is good, and let your soul delight itself in fatness. Because this truth, this knowledge, this is like the most satisfying thing to the elect. This is our prized possession. This is our bread and our water. And this truth is what's going to sustain us in these times that we're coming in. All right. Verse 3. Incline your ear and come unto me. Hear, and your soul shall live, and I will make an everlasting covenant with you, even the sure mercies of David. So you to get that covenant, you have to incline your ear. You have to be able to receive this knowledge, receive this truth. And remember that covenant that he made with David, it dealt with all the tribes, okay? All 12 tribes, because when David was king, he ruled over all the 12 tribes. There wasn't a split. The people it wasn't in the case like they are today where they don't know who they are. No, you're going to know you're an Israelite. You're going to receive you're an Israelite. And that's that everlasting covenant and mercy that he's going to have on David and the house of David, okay? If you're not able to receive that you're an Israelite and you want to stay representing the bywords that the enemy gave you, then you're not, this truth is not for you, okay? When the salvation comes, Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi are not going to be saving black people or Mexican people or Cubans or Puerto Ricans. No, the ones that go up in chariots are going to be the tribes of Israel. All right, you're going to have the Judites go up in chariots. You're going to have Issachar go up in chariots. You're going to have Manasseh, Ephraim. People who receive that knowledge, that truth, that's who's going to get the mercy. Verse 4. Behold, I have given him for a witness to the people, a leader and a commander to the people. Behold, thou shalt call a nation that thou knowest not, and nations that knew not thee shall run unto thee, because of Yahawah thy power, and for the Holy One of Israel, for he hath glorified thee. All right, and that's going to be when he establishes, our kingdom. When he establishes the rulership goes back to the Israelites, right? And there's order, right? The top in command is going to be Yahawashi and King David. You see? Verse 6. Seek ye Yahawah while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. And that's what the elect and the prophets starts out with the prophets. That's what we're doing. We're seeking Yahawah while he can be found right now. Right? We seek him early. Right? There's a verse that says that my prophets rising up early. Let's get that real quick. Because the prophets, we're seeking it before the destruction. We're seeking it before Jacob's trouble. We're seeking the knowledge and the wisdom and the truth. We're ahead of the game, so to speak. Let's get that real quick. In Jeremiah, and that's the spirit. Oh, let's see. 44. Let me see if this is right. Howbeit I sent unto you all my servants the prophets, rising early and sending them, saying, Oh, do not this abominable thing that I hate. See, Yahawah sends his prophets to Israel as a mercy. And it's really to the elect, because only the elect are going to listen to the Lord's prophets. They're going to receive this knowledge. They're going to receive that they are the 12 tribes of Israel. The 2/3, they'll stay representing the bywords that the enemy gave them. They're going to stay in brown pride, black power, all of that madness that your enemy gave you, all those titles and names that the enemy gave you. But the mercy is going to go to the elect who are listening to the Lord's prophets, who he puts it in our heart, in our mind early to, for this truth for us to understand this truth and to believe and receive through the spirit and power of Yahawah B'Shem Yahushai. Okay? Let me see if there's another one there. Yeah, another one in Jeremiah 35:15. I have sent also unto you all my servants, the prophets, rising up early and sending them, saying, Return ye now every man from his evil way, and amend your doings, and go not after other gods to serve them, and ye shall dwell in the land which I have given to you and to your fathers, but ye have not inclined your ear, nor hearkened unto me. All right, you see that? So that's what it is. Isaiah, go back to Isaiah 55. In verse 6. Seek ye Yahawah while he may be found, call ye upon him while he is near. So that's early. His prophets, we receive it early. We get our calling and we work for our election to make our election sure by being diligent. And verse 7, let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto Yahawah, and he will have mercy upon him and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. He's got to abundantly pardon us, even his prophets, because we're it says that our righteousness is as filthy rags, because we're in this flesh. This flesh brings us down. The flesh is what makes us weak. All right, the spirit and the soul, which is the same thing. The spirit is willing, right? But the flesh is the burden. Verse 8, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith Yahawah. So just because you think a certain type of way, that doesn't mean that's not how Yahawah is thinking, And when you really come into this knowledge, this truth, it's definitely a huge difference, right? The thoughts of man compared to the thoughts of Yahawah. Like, for instance, Christians, they think that World War III is a bad thing, right? In their mind, that's a bad thought. But for Yahawah, it's a good thing, because why? Because he ushers in his kingdom, and his people become made perfect, incorruptible. But you have a lot of these Christians, even they don't want the will of Yahawah to happen. They actually pray against the will of Yahawah, and the reason is because they don't understand his judgments, right? Actually, let's grab that right here. You know what? Let me grab it in. Well, yeah, 147, Psalms 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. So the prophets who rise up early, we understand the judgments, right? We understand that World War III is going to be a great judgment upon all the people. And that is the will of Yahawah, to destroy this place. So we're not in that spirit of, oh, we're going to pray for America to heal. We're going to pray for Israel over there in the Middle East, knowing that those aren't even the people. Those aren't even Israelites. Now, are Israelites scattered among them? Yes, because we've been scattered in all nations. But those fake Jews, those Israelis, those are not the people. In verse 20, he hath not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahawah. You see, so World War III is going to be a judgment, a great judgment. But these people, they're praying against World War III. They're praying against the end of this age, right? The age of Esau Edom, where the so-called white man he dominates the earth right now. You know, even our own people, in their lack of understanding, they pray for this place to continue, which is plain stupidity. When you get into this knowledge and this truth, you understand that you're in slavery. Why would you want to pray to remain in slavery? You see? Why would you not pray for the kingdom? Why would you not pray for true liberty, true freedom? Right? Let's go back to Isaiah 55, 9. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, and it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper into the thing whereto I sent it. Right. So this knowledge, really, this knowledge is too high for a heathen or a two-third. This knowledge is reserved for the prophets and then the elect, right? Which the prophets are of the elect, but they're the ones who rise up early and teach the rest of the nation, which is the one-third of Israel that is going to hearken and receive and learn according to the prophecy. You see? So his word is not going to go out void. It's going to come out of his mouth, and then the scriptures tells you his mouth are his prophets, right? One account is in Luke 1:70. It says, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. All right, so Yahawah is not going to talk to you and come down from his throne and talk to you in person. No, he's going to put the spirit, the understanding, the spirit of knowledge and understanding, breathe life into his prophets first. And then we become his mouth. And we don't use our words in our mouth. We use his words. And if you're using any words aside from his word, then you're a false prophet. Isaiah 55:10. But it's not going to go out void, right? Like it says in verse 11. And it says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. So whatever the will of Yahawah is, which his will is World War III, that's what's going to prosper. That's what's going to be accomplished. Okay? People, these ignorant people that don't believe in the scriptures or in the truth or in the knowledge, they'll say things like, oh, well, we're never going to have World War III because, it's just the leaders of the world would never do that to each other or against each other, because they know that's the end. But one thing they forget about and they don't understand is that Yahawah controls the mind of the kings and the leaders, right? Proverbs 21:1, the king's heart is in the hand of Yahawah as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. So Yahawah controls the heart, which is the mind. He controls the mind of the leaders, the kings. Whether it's Putin, whether it's Joe Biden, Donald Trump, Kim Jong-un, you got to remember who's in control of the minds. It's Yahawah, all right? And the time is 4:14, so call hello Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahushai. Let me go back to Isaiah 55. In verse 12, it says, for ye shall go out with joy and be led forth with peace. The mountains and the hills shall break forth before you into singing, and all the trees of the field shall clap their hands. Instead of thorn shall come up the fir tree, and instead of briar shall come up the myrtle tree, and it shall be to Yahawah for a name, for an everlasting sign that shall not be cut off. All right? Because the after the destruction, and when the kingdom is translated from Esau Edom to the Israelites, from the so-called white people to you so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans, who are next in line to rule the planet Earth according to biblical prophecy. This is why everything's going to break forth into singing, including the mountains and the hills, which those are small and large governments. Those are parabolic way to say governments, mountains and hills. But it's because everybody's going to be happy when we rule the earth, because we're gonna keep the righteous laws, right? And these other nations, they're gonna want to learn the law of Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahushai, because it's gonna be in their spirit to be that way, because it tells you in Isaiah that they're gonna come and ask to learn of Yahawah's ways, and everything's gonna be better when we keep the laws of Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahushai in the kingdom, which will be on earth. All right. So, I was just running with the spirit. I didn't really have nothing planned. I just picked Isaiah 55, and that's it. So I'm going to close out on that. I hope the lesson was edifying. I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekak Wadash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, and shalom to the elect.